Hi Yubies, it's me. I thought I'd come out in the garden today because look, the sun's out and it's not freezing cold. It is still winter here and it's just been so cold that I just haven't felt like being out here much. So I've got a little bit to do, but I thought I'd show you around the garden in winter and what's happening and what isn't happening. So today I'm also going to put some tomato seeds in to get ready for spring, because here we have to get a head start on spring. So we've got like a full 3 months of tomato growing before it gets too hot. Once the heat hits round about beginning of January, it is too hot for tomatoes and they just die. They take up too much water and the bugs just destroy them. So I've got to grow my tomatoes throughout spring. And yeah, just generally got to do a bit of cleanup and show you what's happening in the garden in winter. So I've got a couple of varieties of tomato here, and I bought them online from the seed collection, and they're pretty cheap and they come in the mail quite quickly. It's only like $3 postage. But anyway, I've got Tommy Toe, which is a cherry tomato. I love them for eating and also freezing. They make a delicious tomato sauce. Also I've got Roma tomato, which is for making sauce, and I've also got this tomato called Burnley Shaw crop. So this is early producer, semi-determinate, and it's more for, like, you know, generally putting on sandwiches and stuff like that, fresh eating. It's bred in Melbourne, so I'm hoping that it likes the cooler temperatures at the moment. And I also got some purple potted peas, and I'm going to put them in at the end of winter into spring, and hopefully I'll get a crop of peas early spring. So all my seeds just go into these trays. Got some potting mix ready to go. Just put it all in, put the seeds on top, and I've got a little tiny greenhouse down there that I zip up and tuck them in, and they stay nice and warm there during the day. They get a fair bit of sun. Hopefully they'll germinate in a week or two. There you go, guys. I ended up with 7 trays and I didn't even make it to the peas. So I think I'm going to go to Bunnings and grab another one of these greenhouses, and I've also run out of potting mix to put them in. Be back. There you go, there's my greenhouse. I've got 6 trays in there. Tomato, tomato, tomato. It's a lot of tomato. And I got peas and some more tomato and a couple of zucchini seeds I found. I just went out and bought a second greenhouse. You'd be surprised how warm these guys get in this spot. The morning sun hits them. So I bought this tree, and it's a lychee. And I know what you're thinking. You don't live in tropical Queensland. You can't grow that. And you're probably right, but I'm going to give it a go. They said it needs a sunny spot but sheltered from wind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here near the fence behind the hedge. It gets full sun here, and that will keep the wind off it, hopefully. Bit of luck, it'll live. There it is in the ground. I gave it some fertilizer. Bit of luck, it will live. The next thing I've got to plant is I've got 2 pepperberry plants, and I've got to find a spot for them because I just read the instructions and they get quite a big size shrub. So let me see if I've got a spot. So I've got this spot down the side of the house. It gets a fair bit of sun in summer, but in winter it gets quite cool, and I read a little bit about the pepperberry and it says it likes a bit of a cool period, so I'm hoping this will be a good spot. Unfortunately, my backyard is clay, so what I had to do is dig a really big hole, backfill it with potting mix, so there's drainage, and I put some fertilizer in there, and I sat the plant like quite high in the hole and just gave it a fresh bag of mulch to make it look a bit better. I hope they will live. That one at the back's the male and this is the female. Just mixed up a bit of horticultural oil and a bit of detergent because I noticed this little rose has got this scale on it, so I'm gonna try and scrape as much as I can off. See that? And then just spray it and see if I can kill it before this plant comes to life in spring. Snow peas are going really well this year. I never have any trouble growing these in winter. Just, I have trouble eating them all. It's really high now. Potatoes in the back bed have all popped up, looking good. I've got winter veggies in here. You can see the cauliflower, Chinese cabbage, and we've got a few strawberries. And I've got some garlic in some random spots. These little flowers just pop up on their own. They're so pretty, I just let them go. I noticed in my snow peas, I've got like one random sweet pea has popped up. See that? They're all snow peas. And then one random coloured one. Even though it's been cold, the finger lime tree has started to flower. The bees love this. All those flowers. Here's my main garlic bed. Looking pretty good. I don't want to give that too much water, otherwise it just rots. I have these cages to keep the possums out because they love to eat the brassicas and the radishes. Here's obviously a radish I forgot about, and it's all split open. Oh, should pull these out. See this one? Let it go too long and it's split. This is lettuce seed that's been here all winter, and I'm waiting for that to dry out so I can save it because that's my favourite lettuce. It's the soft lettuce with the variegated leaf, and it's got like pink spots. So this is sprouting broccoli, and it's kind of like a salady vegetable, stir-fried sort of vegetable, but it's not like your normal broccoli. It just, you mainly eat it for this kind of bunches of foliage. But I've got it here, and I've got it here, and if you let it go to seed, you get heaps and heaps of seeds from it, and you can just chuck the seeds in and it grows back. But I find one hot day or one sunny day, it just bolts very, very quickly. So you kind of have to get in and harvest a big handful while you can, because within a day it'll be up flowering. But that's not a bad thing, because the bees absolutely love it when it's flowering, and you eventually get more seeds. I've got like a box of seeds, and they keep growing everywhere, all through the garden and through the grass. You can see some more popping up here. But it's quite a good sort of Asian style veggie. I'm going to make a stir fry out of this. So Yubbies, this is the garden in winter. Everything's pretty much asleep. It's still quite cold. And just got a few things growing, but generally everything's pretty much asleep. Hopefully in another 4 weeks we will see a big change. Hey doggo. Get down. The blueberries in pots are looking a bit sad, but they've got lots of flowers. hopefully I'll get some blueberries. I'm gonna have to give these guys a bit of water, I think. There's still plenty of winter interest. These little primulas are showing off a little bit, and same with the bulbs. They smell amazing. These magnolia flowers are about to open. These are really pretty. Hellebores these are. And those little snowflakes. Bulbs. And these are beautiful. This is a magnolia as well, and it's just like loaded in buds. I planted these bulbs a couple of weeks ago. Not entirely sure what they are, but they're all coming up. And I've got daffs and jonquils and everything else in there. What you barking at? What are you barking at? Huh? What are you barking at? What are you doing, doggo? Huh? What are you doing? Well, that's it, Ubies. It's a whole weekend has gone by and it's come over really overcast and cold again. So just really looking forward to the weather warming up, but hopefully soon. Have a great week. Bye.